Hey everybody. I'm Noelle Upchurch, and we are coming here tonight with you to talk about one of my favorite topics. It's a book. It's called The Four Agreements Journey, and the author's name is Don Miguel Ruiz. And I'm here tonight with Kebie Whitehead and Daryl Price, and we're going to talk about a program, something that I've been a part of with them. And so I'm going to ask them some questions tonight so that you can get some answers from them about this book and about taking this journey in a group with these fabulous coaches. So I feel really privileged to be here with you tonight. And if you could go ahead and introduce yourself, Kebie, love to hear from you.
Well, thank you so much, Noelle, for kicking this off and for that introduction. I am Kebie Whitehead, and I have two kids. I'm very busy with two kids, 11 and 8. My supportive husband, Jason. I work as well. I'm a consultant in healthcare. And a little more background as far as multiple streams of income that I definitely promote is that I'm a published author. My book is Breaking Free. I'm also a network marketer, and I'm also a business coach and do a little life coaching as well. So super excited about the journey and this partnership as well with Daryl.
Thank you. And Daryl, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, glad to be here, Noelle. Thanks for taking your time and Kebie, and I'm just privileged and fortunate. So just a quick background on me is I spent about 15 years in the social work industry and social field and spent a lot of time working with various populations. And I have a 10-year-old daughter currently engaged to an awesome lady. And also have spent the last 7 years in my own life coaching business. It's been incredible. And so I've been on different journeys. I specialize a lot in workshops. I work a lot with seniors and caregiver groups, Alzheimer's, et cetera. So do a lot of one-on-one coaching. And Kebie has introduced me a lot to this platform. I'm really excited. And I'm always trying to break free, like she says, and find new things. So just excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And so what called you two to come together and team up to do this program with this book?
Yeah, it's so funny you asked that. So Daryl and I were in the industry of network marketing together. We were actually what we call cousin teammates. So, but because we both lived in North Carolina then, we offered training around the area for people on our team. So he brought his team, I brought my team. So we've always worked together very well, and people like us together. They like us, our training styles together, because we're a lot alike and we're a lot of difference too. So we bring, and then it's a guy and a gal too. So I think there's just a lot of harmony with our training. And so anyway, he continued on the path of coaching. I continued on the path of network marketing. And then I wrote a book. And then I said, you know what? I started watching him with his coaching. I'm like, I could do what he's doing online. I didn't have time to do the workshop part. So the partnership is really great because he has more of the one-on-one face-to-face type coaching, and I have the more one-on-one online coaching. So all this together, we can really serve and impact. So him being a happy coach and me being a business coach and our backgrounds coming together, we can truly help people, I believe, serve people and help them find their freedom, find their success, whatever that is to them, whatever their goals are. I believe that with any success, especially financial coming at you as a business coach, you've got to have some internal healing and things broken off, like you're talking about, Daryl, overcoming some stuff before you can move into making money stuff. So I think both of us teaming up together, we love this book, and because it relates to every industry, everybody, they could get something out of it. So around this book, we put together the journey to freedom. So anyway, back to you, Noelle, if you want to ask Daryl.
Well, yeah, you held the book up really quickly. I know Daryl held it up really quickly there too. And it's called The Four Agreements Journey, and it is by Don Miguel Ruiz. And I know that, I should say already that I have been a part of this course with them. And that's why I'm here promoting it with them, because I believe in the book and I believe wholeheartedly in the course. So, but I just wanted to mention what the book is and ask you, Daryl, what does the journey to freedom mean?
Yeah, great question. I will echo Kebie's and say why we team up. I say why not? So why not is what I say too. I mean, it's a win-win. We have fun together. We've known each other, and it's great. But I think what does Journey to Freedom mean? The book itself being the 4 agreements. Most of what I do in my workshops, one of the shirts I actually have with me from my senior group says, "We're not old, we're classics." But on the back, it's so critical because I know it's backwards on it, but it says happiness is a journey, not a destination. And that's really what this book takes you on, is a journey, and that we're in arriving there have to go through the process. We have to be molded and shaped, and we have to dive into things maybe we don't want to, and we were like, oh, this is not easy to do, but it's so simple when you have somebody guiding you through. You're like, a light bulb goes off. Man, I've been doing that for a long time. And so we're just pushing reset. That's really what the journey is. It's all about reset and reprogramming and manufacturing a new person. And sometimes we have to reset ourselves to get a new me and Kebie have went through that, getting coaching ourselves too. So the journey to freedom is, do we really ever arrive to freedom? No, but along the way, we're going to have some breakthroughs. And I think, Kebie does a great job of celebrating wins, and I celebrate joys. And along the way, this book brings those to the surface. So.
Yeah, and I want to ask you too, what's so unique about this book? Is it just another self-help book?
Yeah, self-help, right? We've heard 8 steps to getting better and changing your life, right? And we see it everywhere. It's marketed, mass marketed, and we read this and we read that. And yeah, to answer that question, yes, it is, and no, it isn't. I think it is more on the self-discovery, and I think we all need self-help, but it's more about discovering who we are and how do we take that joy and that win and give that to other people. How do we do that? And I think me and Kebie are on that level where we're doing this a lot with our clients. And I feel like what's unique about this book is it puts it in the top of a practical guide to personal freedom. Practical is what we need. That's how we need to know what to do daily to reach what we need to reach at the end of the year or the end of the month. And that's what this book sets it apart. I even wrote down on there, it sets you taking action. It helps you find something, but it gets you moving. And when you're moving, you can have a chance for change and a chance to shift. And this book is that. It provides that. I've read tons of books, and I have never seen a book do that. I've read this book several times, and I've read other books, lots of books. But this one has always helped me take action. And depending on where I'm at in my life, this book really has helped me, practically speaking, every single day. I keep the agreements posted. I got them everywhere. I know Noelle does, and I know Kebie does. So, yeah, it's definitely unique for sure. It's worth promoting, and it's worth diving into.
Yeah, and it's a small book, and it is, it can be viewed as a simple read, but in this course, we get in and we dig in deeper with all of the knowledge that you have about the book. And so I just wanted to ask for somebody that's taking the course. I know what it's done for me, but Kebie, how would you say that it will attribute to someone's personal growth?
Oh, it's everything. I mean, I could name the 4 agreements right now out loud, and everybody would know, oh, yeah, that's me. Oh, that's me. With any goal you set, and I am about celebrating wins. I'm about setting goals, and I'm really good. That's kind of my comfort zone, right? So, but with that, we'll set a goal. Maybe it's losing weight. We want to lose some weight. Well, yeah, we can say that, but it's deeper than that, right? It's deeper than that. We want to go make money. Okay, well, there's way more deeper than that. So there's things that we have to overcome, and objections and rejections and self-talk and doubt and those type of things. So why would anybody benefit? Anybody would benefit if they want to personally be a different person. Maybe it's you want to be just nicer to your husband or wife. Maybe you want to work on relationships, right? Again, this stuff is deep rooted. I always speak cornbread on things like this. It's like from childhood. It's like stuff that's been spoken over us and stuff that needs to be broken off. So I want to just credit the book real quick and read something that I think attributes this question. The 4 agreements offer a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to a new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. And is that not what we're looking for? If we have those things, freedom, happiness, and love, I think we're well-rounded to go really make marks in the world. We can set goals and and reach the things that we're after we break things off and we come in a new agreements. So that's what Daryl was talking about too, is, yeah, we could go read the book, but how many people have done that? And it's a great read. But when you have coaches involved helping you make new agreements, have that reprogramming, that's where it really, really helps people. And that's what we're doing here. So we want to make sure we take this and escalate it to a next level and really serve and help people on the inside. So to answer your question, anybody in personal growth, whether they want to, most people get personal growth because they want to make money or they want to help their health. It's usually health or finances, right? That's usually it, right? Or relationships. It's those 4 pillars of life, right? Anybody looking and seeking for that personal growth needs this.
Yeah. And so Daryl, Kebie said a lot of great things there. And so I wanted to ask you to kind of touch on that too. And my question is, how do the 4 agreements move us in our personal and professional life?
Good one. Yeah, I echo everything Kebie summed up a ton. I think life is all about, our personal and professional life is about choices. One of the things I tell all my clients is when you go to the grocery store at night, leave your sweatpants and your t-shirt at home. Take yourself outside of your life, and you never know who you're going to meet in that grocery line. That is part of your business life, your professional life, even though you're doing something personal. Now, this is hard because I had to teach myself to do this. And once I started practicing that, this whole personal, professional really is all one package because your life is a series of choices. And so I think this book sets you up. And if I had to make a t-shirt for myself, it'd say choices. Everything's choices. And we have the choice to operate. This book guides you in fear, or is this book going to operate you in a spirit of love? And which one are we going to operate in our life? And that's why I love this, because in professional life, you have that fear. And in your personal life, we have that fear. We deal with it with our kids. We deal with it with our husbands. We deal with our friends. And in the professional life, a supervisor, an employer, a client, we have all these emotions. And this book really pins down, are you operating in that spirit of love or that spirit of fear? And which one is guiding you? And I don't know, I wrote down a word called, are you a warrior or a warrior? Now, with my accent, you may, but do you worry about things, or are you a fighter? Are you a warrior, or are you all you got is going on? That's a spirit of fear versus a spirit of love. And this book really helps us adopt that we are loved, we are good, we do have a lot to offer, we have identity, and we can help others with these truths, these agreements, to validate that they're present and that they're heard.
Yeah. And just to continue in that, just to ask you and to touch on, is the book based on any particular faith?
Asking me, I'll answer that too, and Kebie can chime in too. But no, to answer the Toltec wisdom, there's so much history on the Toltec wisdom and where it's came from, and it's so funny because I wrote down here the word that it's a way of happiness. It's a way towards happiness. And I love this book because whatever your faith or your religion or whatever you have, it's all about going after the journey to find out who you are. Why am I here? Where is happiness? Am I happy? What is my purpose? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? These are a series of questions we ask all the time. And I tell people you were put on this planet to do good things. And if we can start there, this book really gets you centered to focus on how are you treating others and how are you treating yourself and how are you aligning your past with where you want to be. And I love this, that it really, my spiritual gift, my top character strength is spirituality. So I really love diving into spirituality with my clients because I tell them all the time, I tell them, well, what are you thinking about today? What do you want to do? Who are you thinking? When you wake up, what do you think about? When you see a tree, when you see a mountain, what are you thinking of? And I think that's where this book, it gets you pondering things and thinking like, man, I am here for a purpose. Man, there is good all around me. I need to recognize that. I need to celebrate those wins or those joys or give gratitude. And that is our in touch with what is around us. And that's where this book really dives into. And it battles the mind and a lot of other things that we go through, self-talk. And it talks a lot about how we need to get rid of that poison in our life. And so I think that's really what so it's not geared towards anyone's faith. And I think that works for anybody. I think it really can. I don't know if Kebie wants to chime in but I really think it can work for anybody. for sure.
Yeah, well, and in wrapping it up, Kebie, if you want to touch on that question, you can as well. And my last question that I'm going to tie in together is, if you could talk about who will benefit from this coaching and why they'll benefit from working with you and Daryl.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And I just to piggyback off Daryl, I think, for me personally, going through the class and reading the book myself as a student, it's about self-worth. It's about like what Daryl said, why are you here at self-worth? We can kind of know why we're here, but then all those agreements we have are pulling us away from our mission. So then it's a self-worth issue that we don't feel worthy of our calling. I believe everybody's put on this earth for a reason, and it's a different reason. We have a different set of fingerprints for a reason. We're all uniquely and wonderfully made. So what is your mission and purpose on this earth? That's first. To me, that's everything. Before we make one penny, lose 1 pound, it doesn't matter. What are we here for? We can have all these goals, but what are you here for? Because that's when you get passionate, when you know why you're here, and it's about serving other people and teaching them as well. So with that, who would benefit? I would say everybody. Everybody. Noelle, you told me before we got started that you gave this book out as Christmas gifts. I wrote it down as a to-do.
Yes.
Because I will be giving it out to my 13-year-old nephew. We're talking everybody needs this. If you ask me who would benefit, everybody. Everybody. If you're seeking your purpose, if you're trying to find joy and peace in your life, happiness, if you're ready to break free from some of these chains that are wrapped around you, and just, are you hungry? Are you really hungry to go to that next level? Because it's going to take work. Like Daryl said, this ain't a sunshine and rainbows class. We have a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things we have to talk about interpersonally. And sometimes that can get a little rough, but it's okay because we're here in a community and a supportive group as well. So that's what I love about what I'm doing in my community, because it's not mine, it's like our community, but what we're doing together as a group to really support one another. I've never seen anything like it. The support of the community I'm in. I have been in networking over 15 years. I have never seen the love and harmony of the community that I'm a part of and that we're growing here. And Noelle, you're a part of, and you and Daryl as well. It's just amazing. And it's the people. It's the people that have done this, not one person. It's the people together, truly locking arms, and just that culture we're creating, and it's to serve people. That we want to serve ourselves to serve people. Serve ourselves, meaning we're worthy to work on ourselves and be better so that we can serve and help others. And that's kind of our mission as a community together, with whatever background, if it's network marketing or if it's coaching or whatever background people have, is truly about serving other people. So I hope that answered the question. I'll turn it back over to you, Noelle.
Okay, thank you. Daryl, is there anything you want to add? Because I'd just like to give a brief testimony, but I want to leave it open for you if you had a final thing you wanted to say.
No, final thing for me is just from the business perspective. I've invested in training in my entire life, and I couldn't tell you how much it's important. If I have a coach, to be a good coach, you have to have a coach. I have to work with other people. I have to be open to change. I have to be open to everything. So I spend, if anything I'm going to invest in, it's my health and my mind, because my mind and body are one. And so I really believe in helping yourself. So that's why I said it's a self-help, but a self-discovery is you have to be willing to invest in it. And why not invest? Me and Kebie are in this day in, day out. We do this day in, day out. We're in the zone. So if you want to join the zone, it's us, because we are pumped up about helping you get to where you got to be, if that makes sense. And we're excited, and we have fun, and we don't work a day in our life because we have fun in what we do. And so that's what I tell you. So thank you, Kebie. Noelle, I'm looking forward to hearing what you got to say for sure. So.
Oh, well, that is just a great way to bring it home, Daryl. I really like that. And it is true. So I hope you all, anyone who's watching, gets kind of the vibe from, we're a small group. When you're in the course, it's still a relatively small group, but you are part of a community. And the 4 agreements are something that I go back to throughout the day, every day. There are a lot of circumstances when I can ask myself a question based on one of the 4 agreements to make a decision to see a path that I want to go down. And they're simple, and they're good. And I think when Daryl was saying, working on his mind and body, I believe in mind, body, and spirit connection. And so this book is really going to work on your spirit as well. I had a huge breakthrough just taking the class, having Daryl in the introduction ask a really significant question. I took a look at that question, made a huge change. I believe in this book. I truly believe in this course with them. I would offer you the opportunity to take advantage of reading the book and having these two wonderful coaches guide you through the process. So I hope something in here is spoken to you tonight. And thank you for watching. And thank you, Kebie. Thank you, Daryl. Thanks for all you do for us.
And thank you, Noelle, for interviewing us. Thank you so much, y'all. See y'all soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.